Hi guys, it's Tiff here. Recently, I've been talking to a lot of my overseas friends, and they always wonder is Hong Kong a safe city now under the COVID-19? To reduce the number of cases, the government have set stricter social distancing approaches around the world. I was really lucky to have friends from overseas to have spent some time to talk to me about the measures taken in their country. After talking to them, I found out some fun facts. Flu, 70% think it was just a flu in the beginning. Turkey is the most similar to Hong Kong as people are required to wear a mask when they go out. Europe is very strict on local going out. Forms with a certain reasons are required to fill in before going out. Ooh, and there's the whole toilet roll problem. How does it even start? Hi, welcome back. To give you an introduction, I interviewed 8 of my friends from the countries with the most confirmed cases, covering 4 main areas. Now let's see what the locals say. First question is, how do people in your country think about the COVID-19?
First, I thought it was influenza or flu.
I mean, view this the same as the flu.
I think it was just about 4 weeks ago. People started to realize, you know what, this is a little bit more serious. I think now people are finally starting to understand what this means for all of us. I see more people starting to take precautions, such as wearing gloves, masks, and finally starting to understand the severity of this issue and staying doing the distance social for this distance social
social distancing.
social distancing. Oh my god.
Well, it's very unexpected for the people to deal with this kind of situation because, for example, compared to Hong Kong, you had the SARS 17 years ago, so you're kind of more prepared.
Yeah.
In Italy, we didn't see this for quite a long time. They still are reluctant to wear masks.
Yeah, I think like in Italy, we are more like arriving to the top of the curve. We are arriving it now. We are getting through this with humor. We are not thinking too much on this. Like
It makes some people totally freak out. There's panic buying everything, and some people really don't care.
因為法國人好外向啦，一嚟好中意有活動，好中意 gathering，同埋佢哋有個好傳統嘅一個見面禮，就係會錫你塊面嘅。你係去到最尾1秒都要同你錫面咯。
To be honest, at the beginning, a lot of people thought that he was like too slow. So like right from the beginning, like a lot of countries like Italy did a lockdown almost immediately. Boris Johnson here, he didn't do that. He was just like, okay, well, first we'll do social distancing. So just keep 6 feet away from people instead of like actually doing lockdown straight away. So like people were still out and about. People were still like in massive groups in shopping centers. And then like obviously he said about the herd immunity, which annoyed like literally everyone because he was saying that he wanted tons of people to catch it. I don't think people are really thinking about like it's not just for you, it's for like other people. So I think some people, like British people in particular, can be very selfish. I know a lot of people like that live in flats and like apartments are like, well, I don't have a garden and it's nice outside, so I'm going to go outside. But I think people are starting to respect him like a little bit more now.
There is a fear that you or your loved ones will get the virus and something will happen. So this makes people feel a bit anxiety or depression. And also we are trying not to get out of our houses, and we keep the social interaction minimum unless we have to.
So before it's in a lockdown, people just think it's another flu. They don't really care about it. No one wear masks except Asians. Even the doctors and nurses in the hospitals are not wearing any mask. I find it very shocking.
Can you share what quarantine measures are imposed by your government or the country? And are you allowed to go out at all?
The government here locally started cracking down on all of that activity. Yes, they started prohibiting us from going to the beach, hiking trails, clubs, bars, parks are now closed. So they're definitely asking us to stay at home. And specifically here in Los Angeles, we are under this program called Safer at Home. So they're not prohibiting us from going out. They just want us to stay at home most of the time and only go out to grab essentials, food, groceries, and things as such. Other cities, a little bit up northern of Los Angeles, they are giving out tickets, and I heard that other states in the U.S. are giving out ticket citations, $500 to $1,000 for just wandering around.
Absolutely, everything is closed unless grocery store, pharmacies, or even this is something that is called tabacchi.
What is it?
Tabacchi is a place where in Italy they sell you tobacco products, so like cigarettes. These places are open, and not because of cigarettes, but because these kind of places, they offer the kind of services which are classified as essential. So you can pay your bills there, you can do many daily tasks. And then everywhere else is closed, like gyms, barbershop, restaurants, bars, any kind of activities are closed. You can go out only if you need to go to these places. And interesting, you need to have a certification. So before leaving your house, you need to print this certification, which the government released online. And you need to specify what time you are going out, where are you going, and for which purpose. And if the police stops you while you are in the streets, they will take this certificate, because then we'll check if you are really going through the route that you should be doing. And in certain places, they even deploy the army.
Well, we can only go out to buy food, medicine, and to take care of old people or people with special needs. And there is the police is constantly driving around the town to stop you if you are doing something that is not permitted. They receive fines. One of my friends were fined because she was buying food, but she's not living in Valencia. People using papers or the brass. They are putting the brass into and they do like a mask.
Everything that's not necessary for living, like all bars, all the restaurants, everything is closed. We can go outside for like taking a walk or whatever, but we are not allowed to meet more than one person. If together with your boyfriend, you can meet together one person because you're one household. But if you meet with more than one person, it's like, what was 200 euros fee?
正常公司咧就會俾啲員工係 home office 嘅，但係餐廳就全部都冇營業㗎啦 ，coffee shop 全部都要關閉啦。咁剩翻啲麵包鋪咧係可以開，同埋啲民生必須嘅用品，即係超市啊、藥店啊啲又開咯。一開始佢話唔可以群眾出街啦，咁其實兩個人即係你係好明顯係一對夫婦啊、情侶啊咁樣出街都 OK 嘅，但係會有警察接問咯。隔離有部車有部警車咁樣，跟住警察棟喺度，見到人就走過嚟問你㗎啦。問你有冇嗰張外出紙，咁嗰張外出紙咧，你就要剔翻你係邊個目的出街嘅咯。其實有5個目的可以出街嘅，大概可以俾你出去運動啦，可以俾你出去遛狗啦，同埋可以俾你出去遛小孩。
About 3 weeks ago, they said that you can now only leave your house for like 3 reasons. One of them is to buy like essential things from like a supermarket. So that's like food and drink or whatever, if it's essential, to get medicine, and also for like 1 exercise a day. So you're not actually allowed to go out more than once a day. So like a walk or anything like that. And it can only be a maximum of 2 people, I think. And a lot of people are now working from home, can't work from home. They're doing something now where you can get paid like 80% of your salary. So you go.
So all the schools are closed, and they are doing online education now. And most of the places like bars, cafes, gyms, shopping malls are closed. And many events like weddings or sports events are all suspended now. And international travel is banned, and domestic travel is really limited. All the residents above 65 age are not allowed to go out at all. Masks are mandatory to everybody if you are going to a public place, and you need to keep a social distance.
We are only allowed to do pairs, so only 2 people or below 1. So you cannot do 2 or 3 or above. 1 or 2 weeks ago, they started to fine people. It's around 1,600 or 2,000 Australian dollar. So they start to close the beach and the parks, and they fine you. for going out. It's because people are not listening and they still go to the beach, to the park because they have all the time right now and have to work.
I've actually noticed a very interesting phenomenon here. US has the highest confirmed cases, but it's not completely banning people from going out. While Europe and Australia are taking very strict control on that, people are required to fill in forms. In Hong Kong, we don't have to fill in any forms. We are still allowed to go out, so we are very lucky.
What are the most popular items that people buy in supermarkets, aka the panic items?
Number one, toilet paper.
Yeah, I don't know why toilet paper.
The paper roll.
Even toilet paper here.
Whole toilet roll problem, which I'm not sure how that even started.
咁就廁紙冇啦。
They get all the pasta, the rice, the toilet paper.
I don't know why. I mean, are we going to eat it after this?
The substitute for toilet paper then became kitchen paper towel.
And also shower gel.
意大利粉都冇啦。另一樣嘢咧係佢哋都賣晒啲麵粉，就係因為要整麵包。
What about pasta then? Do you make your own pasta? But you still need the floral, right?
Yeah, I need the flour. No, pasta, usually the Italians tend to have always a big stock of pasta.
I remember when I first went out, I tried to get bread and there was none. They have like signs all around the shops now to say like you can only have like 2 of this, or you can only have like a maximum of like 1 of this item or 3 of this item. Like there's signs everywhere, and if you do take your like basket, the cashier, and you've got too many deals, they won't let you have them.
On the first and second day of the lockdown, you cannot find any meat and vegetables as well.
Is there anything that you think the people in your country are doing well that you would like to share?
We're using Zoom to communicate, not only for work, but also to do this virtual happy hours and virtual games. Another thing that is very popular here, people are joining Netflix parties. So everybody joins online and watches the same movie while drinking wine or your favorite snack.
People that singing, and they even, talking each other by the balconies, because in Italy we have a lot of balconies. Not sure.
Yeah.
Tutta la vita di cui avevo bisogno per poter continuare.
They take this as a way to
Socialize.
Yes.
I think that they are now like renting dogs. Like, I mean, if I have a dog and one person in my street wants to go out, so I can rent the dog. Sending pictures with a super tired dog that he needs to be walked by all the community.
Like in the UK, I'm pretty sure it's like the whole of the UK, but like 1 day a week, like on like Thursday at like 8 p.m, everyone comes out their house and like claps for like a couple minutes for the NHS. I've noticed houses like with small children and like kids, they're drawing like rainbows, and they're drawing pictures with like loads of rainbow colors with messages on, and people are sticking them on their windows.
Like some singers are started to giving concerts from their houses and live video. So people join them and watch them, and also people are giving applause to the medical staff every evening from their balconies and from their windows to thank them.
Although this cannot represent the whole country or that population, I do still admire some of the creativity and attitude by the people during this difficult time, and I believe that we can all learn from each other to fight against the coronavirus. I hope you find some interesting insight about what is happening in the world after this video. Remember to stay home, use this time to connect to your friends, and I'm sure we'll get through it too. I'm Tiff, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!